Now I'd like to introduce my real-time chat web application. First, let's look at a brief introduction. So, this is a real-time chat application using Express framework, Socket.io, Redis database, etc. It has many features. A user can join a chat room with username, and if the username is illegal, there will be an alert information. And users can post chat messages to the chat room. Each message is displayed with username, timestamp, text body, and a unique color. And users can see other users' chat message in real time. Users can receive the information of whoever is in the chat room in real time. And a notification is sent to all other users to inform that whether a user is typing or not. And a notification is sent to all other users when a user joins or leaves the chat room. And all the chat messages are stored on the server in a Redis database and will be reloaded when a user returns to the chat room. So users are able to see historical chat messages. So for the server side, now let's look at the development stack. For the server side, I mainly use the Node.js with Express.js framework and Socket.io for communication in real time. And the database, I use the Redis database. For client side, I use the standard web stack, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and jQuery. Let's look at the diagram. So this is our server code index.js, and we use some Node modules, Express, Socket.io, and Redis to support our service, to support our server code, and we will have many clients. And the client can communicate with server by socket. And the client code will have some index.html file, CSS file, and some JS file. And this main.js file is mainly some jQuery codes that is responsible for client events. And for the server side, I have a Redis database that can communicate with the server to store and fetch the historical messages into the database. Now, let's look at the code. So, here. So, this is my working directory, and you could see there are Node modules file, including Express, Redis, Socket.io to support the server code, and the index.js is managing the server code. And here, for better efficiency, I stored the most recent 10 messages into the Redis database. But if you want to store more information, you can just remove this code, and you will store all the messages into our database. But this time, I only stored the most recent 10 messages. And this public file is managing the client code. You could see this is an HTML file that will be displayed in the client browser, and this is a CSS file that to make our HTML more beautiful. And this is the main.js managing some jQuery code to responsible for the client events. Now, let's demo my project. So first, we delete the module file and open a terminal. First, you need to install the Redis database. After that, you could run Redis server, and you open another terminal to cd into our project directory, and you need to install the necessary dependencies. And the system will create a file named node modules for you. And you could run the node server. Now, my server is listening at port 8080, so we open a browser, go to that website, and this is my login page, and this is a welcoming message. Now you need to enter a username. So Mary, and here first, this is a welcoming message, and the username will be stored at this line, and this message will show the member list of who is already in the chat room, and these are all the 10 historical messages. And these messages you could see will have a username, a timestamp, and the message body. And you could type something here. Hi, is anybody here? So this is a message that you have just typed in. And now we open another browser and enter our chat room. This time we try to log in as Mary. And you will get an alert message saying that the username is already in use. So please type in another username. So I log in as David. Now successful. And this time you could see there are 2 chatters, and that's correct. And here you could see that David joined, and there are 2 chatters, Mary and David. And now we open the third browser and enter the website. We log in as Mike. So I will type something here, and you could see if you type something, there will be the message informing someone is typing a message dynamically, and that's wonderful. That is an important feature for our chat room application. So, hi, I am David, and I'm here. And you get the message in every client side. And we could type more message. Nice to meet you. And I am Mike. Nice to meet you too. Pretty cool, isn't it? So this time we exist and see Mary left. There are 2 chatters, David and Mike. Mary left. Now we log in again as Elaine. And hello, dear Elaine, welcome. And there are Elaine joined. There are 3 chatters, David, Mike, and Elaine. And hello, my name is Elaine. And this time, but if the message have the message stored in the database, we close all the browser. and we close our server and close our database. And if you try to end, oh no, you can't end the chat room. So I restart database and restart server and try to log in. Oh, sorry. And we log in as Mary. Oh, this time successful. And these messages are all the historical messages that we have that are stored in the database, and these messages are the most recent 10 messages in the database. Cool.